Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the Tamil film Jagame Thandhiram, starring Dhanush. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. Today, June 18th, is my birthday, and Dhanush has given me a little birthday present. So, if you watched there was two movies, Indian movies, that premiered today. Actually, Sharni, starring Vidya Balan, released here in the United States yesterday, so I reviewed that. And to be honest with you, that one was a little bit of a disappointment. So, I tried to damp down my expectations for this film, since it released at I don't know, whatever it was, midnight or 1 in the morning here in the US. I didn't start to watch it until during the day, and some of the mixed reviews were already coming out. And so I was like, okay. But you know what? It was just a fun, wild ride. Now, I can see some of the things that people are criticizing. It is a stronger first half than a second half. Basically, I'm telling you, check your brain at the door. Don't try to make it make sense. Just enjoy the ride. I feel like director Karthik Subbaraj is trying to emulate a little bit Guy Ritchie. And if you're setting a gangster film in London, of course Guy Ritchie is coming to mind. So there's a lot of humor, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of, big gunfights and stuff like that. Okay. And so for some people, this film is too violent, but for me, it was just escapist. The second half is trying to have a message about the plight of refugees, specifically, ones of Tamil descent. And I don't know if it quite pulls your heartstrings, and the change in tone is so abrupt. I guess I'm kind of used to that for Indian films. But I will tell you that my husband doesn't normally stand and watch the film. He didn't have time to watch all of it. But it is really a testament that my husband stayed for about half of the film. I know this seems like such faint praise. Well, but really, he has almost zero interest in any of these Indian films that I'm watching. And he was really compelled. And then he came in at the end and he's like, so, did he get his comeuppance? Was I right about da-da-da-da? And, so he was really he was engaged. So I'm telling you, the first half especially is a fun ride. It is a different kind of a story than what I thought it was going to be. I thought that Dhanush's character was going to be this poor immigrant. Is not really. He is a gangster in his home in Tamil Nadu, and we have a very fun introduction scene. And then, and has a lot of comedy and whatever. And then he's specifically plucked because of his talents as being a gangster in Tamil Nadu, sent to London to work for Jimmy Cosmo is the name of the actor who's been in Game of Thrones and everything. Literally is this white actor, and his character has a big limo with a white power license plate. I'm like, whoa. And he's very anti-immigrant. So he's kind of hiring an immigrant to fight another immigrant gang led by Joju George, one of my favorite Malayalam actors, playing the leader of this Tamil gang. And so it's Dhanush against Joju George. And then, there's backstabbing, whatever. Oh my God, there's one scene where there's this standoff as who is going to kill who, this big power struggle. And Karthik Subbaraj has the camera spinning, and it doesn't stop for 5 minutes. I'm like, am I on a roller coaster or merry-go-round, or am I watching a film? Not my favorite part, but I'm not saying I loved seeing the changes of reaction as the circumstances of the characters changed. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm spinning. I need some Dramamine like it was. That was a little too crazy with the camera work. So certain set pieces, especially one of the battles in the second half happens in the snow, and it's just so cinematic and cool looking. So, like, but I don't know if it completely makes sense or hits you in the heart or whatever he was really trying to go for, of having this message about these immigrants. And there's a female character who has a tragic backstory, and like, I don't know if I completely believe that Dhanush looks over certain things about a certain female character to really change himself. I don't know if they completely, the writing sell it. I'm not saying Dhanush or Aishwarya Lekshmi didn't sell it, because I thought they both did a very good job. And somebody's review said that Joju George was miscast. I don't know what they're smoking, because yes, I've normally seen Joju George as a cop, but I personally really enjoyed seeing him in this gangster leader role. And then we find out, he really kind of has a heart of gold for his community. And so we've seen that story before. But I thought he sold it, and I love him. And it was, for me personally, it was very fun to see Dhanush and Joju George opposite each other in a film. Super fun. Another thing that was awesome about this film is the background score and the soundtrack by Santhosh Narayanan. Wow. Like, Netflix India even posted this tweet today that was just like line after line of fire emojis and just saying the background music. And they're right. Like, it's fire. It's just fire. It's amazing. It adds a lot to all of these shootouts and dramatic moments, and just makes everything even more cool. Loved the soundtrack so much. Amazing. All right. Mostly, I loved Karthik Subbaraj's playfulness with the cinematography, except for the one, vomit-inducing spinning scene. Other than that, I think you can tell. I just finished watching it. I'm giddy. It was just fun. Okay, if you're looking for fun, this is the movie for you. But I'm warning you, it's very violent. Dhanush gave us a very serious role. I love him as a serious actor, Karnan. But this is just him having a ball. He's played a gangster so many times. He's having fun with it. There's not so many dance scenes, although there's one very fun one towards the beginning of the film that I particularly enjoyed. So the length of the film is one thing that people are criticizing. I didn't mind it so much. I'm watching at home. I could pause it and whatever. But if I was sitting in the theater, I'm wondering if I would have felt that it was too long. I don't know. You know what? It was fine. Here we had an English actor of a caliber. I don't know if he was kind of going for being a little out there and crazy. I'm just imagining the pitch to him. Okay, we want you to play a villain. We want you to play a white supremacist villain who has a limo that says white power. Yeah, they really went for it there. So, definitely immigrants and the plight of refugees is definitely an issue in Great Britain. I'm not saying it isn't. I don't know if Karthik Subbaraj completely was effective in the second half, but it was a fun ride anyway. So let me know what you thought about this film in the comments below. This has been an amazing day. If you saw my community post, if you're a subscriber, I think you get an alert for the community post. Dulker tweeted to me today, happy birthday. So it's been an amazing day. And this was a very fun movie to come out on my birthday and enjoy and watch today. Follow me on Twitter at PardeziYT. Follow me on Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer action or film review.